A quick episode on two very important hormones known as your hunger hormones, leptin and ghrelin. The reason why I'm doing a quick short episode on this is for you to understand what it means when you're hungry, what it means when you are probably overeating, and what it means when you're hungry but not eating. So to begin with, let me explain what these two hormones do. So leptin is basically your appetite suppressor. Leptin is the one that tells you to stop eating, right? It's produced by fat cells in the body. And since our body is super smart, those who have a lot more fat cells, this suppressant or this hormone which suppresses your hunger or tells you to stop eating is largely found in a higher number in those who have more fat cells, and those who have lesser fat cells will have lesser of these suppressants in the body. And ghrelin is the one that asks you to start eating. It is produced by the stomach, and more often than not, ghrelin will really shoot up maybe a few hours before your body is used to eating a meal, and then it shoots, then it goes down once you've eaten your meal, and then it goes up again 3 hours after you have eaten your meal. And these are the hormones that literally are giving out lots of signals to you through the day, when you're eating food, not eating food. But the problem is, or rather the point is, how many of us are actually picking up those signals, right? So the first thing that I would like to say is that when you are asked to stop eating and you're continuously eating, which means you're eating in excess, that extra 1 bite or 2 bites or 3 bites or 4 bites over a period of time have really made your body leptin resistant, which basically means that even though your suppressants are acting and telling you to stop consuming more food, your brain is kind of desensitized to that particular signal, which is why a lot of us tend to overeat or tend to go overboard in one meal. And psychologically, we also think that, okay, if we've eaten such a big meal, then maybe we can skip the next meal and, this meal will suffice. More often than not, that doesn't happen because ghrelin is always there to, shoot up a few hours later and ask you to start eating again and make you feel hungry and ensure that there is a signal that goes to your brain, which ensures that you eat more food. Now, this is also connected to what you're eating, right? If your body is getting a balanced diet and you're eating the right kind of protein, fats and carbs in a certain proportion, then ghrelin is also controlled accordingly. If it sees that your glycogen stores are full, if it sees that you have enough energy in the system, then it is not going to release at a super fast rate, as opposed to you maybe eating, let's say, lots of carbs in a particular meal, which then ensures that the energy that has probably released and gone unused has already gotten stored as fat. And most importantly, because your body is low on energy or is lacking energy, ghrelin will then shoot up and ensure that you start eating more food in order to feel energized, right? So if you are leptin resistant, automatically your ghrelin hormone is also going to get affected because both of them work hand in hand. And if we are in a situation where we are forcing ourselves not to eat even though we are hungry, right? Let's say you're not eating too much. Let's say you're in a situation where you've gone ahead and followed some sort of a extreme plan, or you're doing something really extreme when it comes to your food. Then what happens is leptin may release and ask you, okay, fine, to stop eating at a certain point and suppress your appetite. However, ghrelin is still going to continue to release because ghrelin is not getting a chance to ensure that there is enough food in the system, which is giving you enough energy. So long hours when you don't eat, or you're depriving yourself of food, or you're going on an extreme and not consuming enough food, what happens is when you do consume all the food, most of it gets stored as fat because your body goes into survival mode and your body feels that whatever this person is going to consume should now be stored as fat in the body, which is the energy reservoir. What the body doesn't know is how to use fat as energy and accelerate fat loss. When it comes to this, we need to kind of, as humans, do something differently and eat certain foods to be able to release hormones that then burn fat, but that's a separate topic. So yeah, so once your body goes into survival mode, you will see that, or you may have felt at many times, or you may have seen people around you who say that, oh, I don't eat too much, I really eat very little, but I'm still putting on weight. So the first signal, if you feel that you're not eating too much and you're still gaining weight, it basically means that your body is probably in survival mode, which also means that you're eating too little. Both of these hormones are important to focus on, and maybe you will feel some signals. You sometimes may feel that you're not hungry but you're still eating, and those are probably just habits because you're used to binging. Which then could also mean that if you're not hungry and you're eating, you're probably also getting a lot more resistant to ghrelin, so which is the hormone that asks you to start eating. So when it comes to these two hormones, it is important to basically understand what hunger is, to understand that if you're having 4 proper meals, or let's say 5 proper meals, pre-workout, post-workout, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and all of the meals are balanced, then you know that your leptin and ghrelin are also balanced, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. But if you find yourself eating a lot more than you should and you're consciously doing it, then it is the probability of you being leptin resistant and your hormones not being balanced could quite be the case. We will speak about something else completely different in the next episode. If you guys have anything that you would like to ask me, or if you want me to post about a certain topic, or if you need any help with any kind of topic related to nutrition, food, then please do drop us a message.